Hey guys and girls, Necro Lion here, and welcome back to Jade Empire. Now, in the last episode, we had just gotten to Tian's Landing and defeated some pirates. I tried recording this a little, a couple minutes ago, and we had some weird difficult things going on, so we're gonna try it again. I just had to apparently restart my laptop and update it. Who knows? I'm gonna quickly go through here. I already know what I have to do. Take care of the thugs. Okay, well, she wants me to go and defeat some thugs for her. No big deal. We're gonna head into the tea house, talk to this one chick that knows our master, and learn about a few things. Simple, easy,
Good.
to the point.
You're here. We continue where we left off before.
You've got unfinished business with us first.
Important matters at hand, yet you fellows keep interrupting. I'm surprised you're this eager to get a beating so soon.
This tea brought some friends to even up the...
Oh yeah.
Longsword.
Right. You're gonna get that shit off with me. Not gonna happen. Get out of my face. We got like 17 people fighting, so you know. It's a bar brawl. Well, technically it's a house, it ain't a bar. There's a reason I increased my focus on this weapon, because it does more damage than all my other weapons. Should have brought a Lang, probably brought yeah, his name now already. I'm gonna look it up. She'll be fine though. She'll get up after the battle. Like nothing ever happened. Really? Where do I go? Alright. Done. I win.
Certainly look like Lee's top student, though there's something odd about how you fight. I can't put my finger on it. The sailors won't bother us again. We can get back to business. Sun Lee instructions to await you if anything should happen. I have prepared for this day for over a decade.
Are you saying Lee knew he'd be kidnapped? Well, probably to an extent.
What the glorious strategist knows is beyond my mind to comprehend. He is without peer.
It's beyond all our minds' comprehension.
I have instructions to wait for you. Sun Lee asked me to seek a special amulet he wanted you, his prize pupil, to have. It was broken apart and scattered when the spirit monk fell. He intended to, and I assume he did, give the main piece to you. Rumor placed a small part with a fleeing apprentice monk, but it had been some years and the trail was cold.
So you searched.
I eventually learned the monk had to Old Tian's Landing. He was there a year or so, but died of lingering injuries and was buried with his possessions unsorted. It was rushed at the time because the new dam was due to close and Old Tian's would become a watery tomb. The amulet was beyond reach, so I came here and waited.
Cool.
Now the Lotus assassins have drained the lake and exposed the ruins of Old Tian's Landing. It seems they are searching for the spirit monk amulet too.
I should go to the ruins to try to find the amulet.
Sun Lee intended you to find it. I was to tell you about it if anything happened to him. It was the last order he gave me, and I have waited years to fulfill my duty.
It's been only about 15 years, is what she said. I wanted to see what this chick had to say.
Hello, young one. My name is Quan, but everyone calls me Old Mother Quan. You have to call me that too, okay? Welcome to my tea house. Oh, that's not right. No, not anymore. Sorry about the confusion, dearie. What I meant to say was, welcome to Master Dutong's tea house.
Master Dutong's. You still in his tea house?
Yes, I owned the tea house many years. At least I
Sorry,
thought
you
I
might hear a
did.
vibration.
But then Master Dutong came to town with that imperial... Oh my, wasn't that a shock? Out his family owns this land. They have for hundreds of years. The land is his along with everything on it, so now he owns my tea house too. He was nice enough to let me stay on here as a helper. I steep the tea. Yanwan takes the orders, and Master Dutong, well, he mostly just drinks his wine.
You didn't know he owned the land when he built the place?
No one knew. This was just an empty pack for hundreds of years. Who would have thought the Empire had deeded it to anyone? But Master Dutong came
Very
along
true.
with his writ.
Check the writ to make sure it's real.
Why do such a thing? I can't even imagine anyone being so horrible they'd forge an imperial writ. No, I'm sure the land belongs to Master Dutong.
I'm going to speak to Dutong this.
That is very nice of you, my child, but what could you do? I would love to have my tea house back, but it belongs to Master Dutong now. You can't argue with an imperial writ. All this is just the...
Lady, you're being had. No. I have to go to ruins. Anyways, I do have to go over there anyways because I have to talk to Minister Shang about the Great Dam. Beaton Baker, Old Narquan, where's he at? Speak to Dutong or the tea house staff to learn more about the Dutong's imperial writ. Okay, where's the staff? You are Steeper Yanru.
Greetings! Welcome! My name is Steeper Yanru, and I'll be... No, that's not right. Not right at all. Idiot! I'm Barkeep Yanru now, not Deeper Yanru. I'm sorry about that. I still can't get the hang of this new mission. Sometimes I wish old Mother Quan still owned go back to the way they were.
I want to talk about Dutong and his imperial writ.
The imperial writ has caused us no amount of grief. Mother Quan lost her tea house. Mistress Yanwan is busier than ever, and I spend all day giving out foolish advice.
See the actual writ.
Mother Quan saw it, though her eyes aren't too good. Didn't bother to give it a look since hardly anyone in the town can read anyway.
Wow.
What?
Okay.
It wasn't real? That means Mother Quan's tea house. Problem is, Dutong's already shown everyone the writ, and now he's got it locked away. If you're right, he'd never bring it out again. There's no way to prove he cheated Mother Quan.
Maybe I can make Dutong confess.
It would probably help if you get him drunk first. That's something I can help you with. Dutong's always having me send over wine. Usually I mix it with water so he doesn't get too drunk too fast, but I could start sending it to him unmixed.
Get him drunk.
It'd be quite that easy. I've watched Dutong for quite a while, and when he's drinking, he usually goes through 3 stages of drunkenness. Dutong gets very friendly when he starts to drink. You might get a confession out of him then, but I doubt it. He's not really all that drunk at that stage. Usually after about 7 bowls, he slips into depression. He complains about how his life is worthless and what a bad and sinful man he is. Not a pretty sight. 8th glass, he starts to get paranoid. You can't really talk to him then. Usually around, I try to slip a restorative potion into his glass to sober him up.
You can make him sober again?
Restorative tastes pretty foul, but it does the job. Works instantly and makes a man sober, imperial judge. Dutong's guard keeps a vial at all times, just in case. The guard gave me a vial so I could slip them his wine when he starts to get paranoid. Keeps him from getting out of hand.
Let's send Dutong some drinks.
Imperial seasoned spirits are
Okay,
a lot
that was quick,
stronger.
fast.
1 bowl of that is worth 3 bowls of peasant's wine. And if Dutong gets too drunk, I have the restorative to sober him up.
About 7 is what they're saying. So give him the
1
season
drink for Master
1.
Dutong coming up. Anything for you? One drink for Master Dutong
And then go with
One
that.
drink for Master Dutong coming up. Anything else I can do for you? Good. Go speak to Dutong. If he's not drunk enough, or if he's too drunk, come back and see me and I'll make another drink. We'll get him to admit he's a cheat and an old mother.
Here the guard. 3 sheets Dutong.
What do you want? You come to mock me? Come to laugh at the tragedy that is the life of 3 sheets Dutong?
Let's talk about that show Mother Quinn.
No, not the writ. Let's not talk about that. It's my secret shame. The thought of that writ was tears to my eyes. Tears of my poor humble soul.
Maybe you'll feel better.
That's what I need to do. Confess my sins. Then I'll feel better. Oh,
Your shins?
I'm a despicable
You done anything
person.
bad over here, Shins?
Bad. The writ.
Boom.
It's a fake. A forgery. I made it all.
Boss, what are you saying? I better sober you up.
Didn't know restorative potion.
I hate that restorative potion. Oh, that stuff tastes like vomit baked in a glaze of goat hair and garnished with a sprinkling of horse dung. And now I have the strangest memory, as if I... Oh no.
Yeah, you told me it was a fake.
No, I never said...
I heard what you said, Dutong. I knew you cheated Mother Quan out of this place, and now we have proof. You can't get out of this now.
Ah, I see what you're after. Oh yes, 3 Sheets Dutong was not born yesterday, or the day before that. Indeed, we are speaking the language of commerce. I will give you a great deal of silver to keep this little secret from getting out. Lots of silver for both of you, if you keep quiet about this.
I don't know, Dutong. I could really use the silver, but Mother Quan is such a nice old lady. I'm just not sure what to do.
I'm not sure what to do. That's a great question. Do I want the silver? No,
Right,
fuck you.
Of course. What was I thinking?
Boss, people aren't gonna like us when they find out what you did. Maybe we should get out of here.
That's the smartest thing you've said since I hired you. Let's go.
Well done. It'll be nice to have old Mother back in charge again. You should tell Mother Quan she got her tea house back. Now things can go back to the way they were.
I knew you would make the right choice. We share the same master, and he taught us both well.
You didn't do shit, so shut up.
Hello again, dearie. I hope nice time here in my...
Dutong's writ was a forgery.
A forgery? Are you certain?
Dutong confessed to see yours again.
Scoundrel! No wonder he left here so fast. Cheating an old woman out of her hard-earned living. The very nerve. People, listen to me. Master Dutong has left. This brave young lady exposed
Who are you talking
him for
to?
the fraud that he was. The tea house is mine again.
Hooray for Mother Quan! Her tea house is back in business.
Given me back the only thing I ever cared about. And you've done a service for this town, too. I'm going to turn this place back into a respectable quality tea house.
Nothing's
I
going to
don't
help.
have much. The only reward I can offer is my habanks. That and a promise that you will always be welcome here at Old Mother Quan's.
That's fine with me. I don't mind that much. Alright, level up. What do we want to do? Let's put some on. Let's raise our body and our focus. We got 5 points. Awesome. Let's put on. So we're the Fortune's favorite. Put on focus cost reduction. Yeah, so that. Probably go back to here and increase our speed. Anything we can do here? Chi damage, duration creep, and lower chi cost than that. Awesome. Okay, we're done with that one. Now we have to sweep the tea house. He's not gonna be here anymore. Local legend apparently. Who knows? I was gonna say, usually it is a forgery because you get like crap like that comes in. And it's like never normal. The Old Masters, it's a quest down there. Scholar 67's a quest. Minister Shang's a quest. And Merchant Chang's a quest. We're here to Beggar's Pier, so let's get moving. And yes, we can't really sprint, unfortunately. Roll. I wanted to roll, honestly. How far? The Old Masters, but I'm gonna go down to the pier first. Wrong way. They go down this way first. Probably should have looked at the freaking map. Probably would have helped. Oh, is that the baker?
Hey, Baker Bay.
Yep.
How are you today?
Go away.
Wow.
I told
You sound like
I want no
you've been
part of
smoking way
this.
too much.
Tell Eiling to leave me alone.
If you want to tell Eiling something, go tell her yourself. In the meantime, we have our orders. Nothing personal.
It's a little personal with me. I like sticking your finger.
Hold on a sec. We've got company.
You got company.
Too interested in our business, friend. Looks like we got a.
Why do these guys all sound like they're from a bad Batman movie? Yeah, I do, I guess. Or I gotta teach you to just, you know, leave people alone. That's what happens.
These thugs just attack me in broad daylight like that. They might have killed me if you hadn't stepped in. Thank you. I never expected such help from a stranger.
Actually, Lan sent me to help you.
You spoke to Lan? How humiliating. My fiancé must have told you I can't protect myself. The woman I love doesn't have faith in me? Oh, the shame. I'll never live this down.
She's just worried about you.
Yes, you're right, of course. I suppose I can't fault Lan being worried about me. I've taken some serious beatings lately. I didn't mean to sound ungrateful. I'm just worried about Lan. She's very emotional. I've done my best to try and keep her from becoming involved in this.
Involved in what exactly?
Those thugs are acting on Eiling's orders. She's the head of their gang. They have a small hideout in the boathouse. Eiling and I were friends when we were children, but we drifted apart as we grew up. She fell in with some rough people, as you've already seen. Ever since I got it, Eiling has become obsessed with me. She sends her thugs to beat me up. Says she won't stop until I go talk to her.
So I go talk to her.
She's obviously crazy. I've done nothing to her. We haven't even spoken in years. If I go to her hideout, I'm afraid that I'll never come out. At least the beatings on the street are out in public. They won't kill me in front of witnesses. Well, not on purpose anyway.
Definitely not telling me something.
I'm completely honest, I swear. I know how this looks. You must think I've done something to deserve this, but I have no idea why Eiling is after me.
Maybe I go talk to Eiling for you.
Thank you so much. Eiling and her thugs are in the boathouse. Please just ask her to leave me alone. All we want is to live our lives in peace.
Alright, calm yourself. I'll go talk to Eiling. Where's the boathouse at? There's Pier. Boathouse is behind me. So, you're trying to avoid her, apparently. You are not the smartest person, in the world, are you? So these guys are the old... What up? You consider Devo. You must be bold when playing a game of Yi. Did I teach you nothing?
You taught me much, Jian, but the most valuable lessons were learning where you were wrong. 17th square of the lion, if you please.
Wise move, but you know you cannot win. You stole this game the way you hesitated to learn of harmonic combinations. You must be bold,
You're
though.
being rude, Jian. We have a guest. Let us place the on hold a moment.
I'll do my best to ignore you too. Very well. What do you want from Jian the Iron Fist or Mistress Vo? If you are here for warning, I refuse. What kind of training can you two offer? None. Too many people seek our guidance.
Do not be so hasty, Jian.
Do not be so hasty.
You turned me aside all those years ago.
Oh, for that goddess. Your foolish devotion to the way of the open palm drove you from my tutelage and made you more on a subject. What exactly are you doing? We're having our game of Yi interrupted. Playing without the board pieces is hard enough without some stranger interrupting.
Surely you know of Yi, the capturing game? Played on a board of 9 rows and columns, the black and white pieces capture territory for their player.
Chess. We have simply decided to do away with the board if one is proper focus. It's not so hard to keep the game in one's mind.
Jian isn't honestly going to let this one walk away, is he? If you don't say anything, then I will, you old goat.
As much as it pains me, Bo's right, see potential need greater strength than the dozens of words Pete for my favor.
I too see strength.
But also the capacity for understanding.
Your place in it. You could prove an interesting pupil.
There's no to. Do you mean you will train me? I'll make an offer. Show me that you understand every nuance of the way the closest fist. And I'll teach you how to bend the storms to your will through tempest.
He would like nothing more than
to have you as.
But show me that you walk the way of the open palm, and I will teach you the mysteries of stone and.
We will be here for time if you wish either of our tutelage, but do not ask us to guide you on your path. Learn the ways of your own on your own is the most important lesson. Okay, so it looks like you can choose one of them. An ancient game. Impress Mistress Vo. Mistress Vo is willing to train you in the Stone Immortal style, but she made it clear that she will only train those who completely understand the way of the palm. Return her when you feel you're getting tested. Gian the Iron Fist only has time for those who demonstrate a complete understanding of the way of closed fist. If you prove such an understanding to him, he seems willing to teach you in Tempest style. Whew. Here's the thing. I'm willing to learn one of those two. No doubt about it, but I don't know which one.
This here's a private, members only.
I need to speak to Eileen about
Why didn't you say so in the first place? Go on in. They'll unlock the door for you.
Yeah, are you sure you just didn't want me to beat you over the side of the head? I could have done that way too. I'm definitely going to have to look up like each one. I'll do that before our next episode.
Be careful out here. I don't relish the idea of fighting my way out of this place.
Bitch. That hurt. I have a massive cut in my freaking eye, and it hurt. Oh, Eileen, what's up, girl?
So, I hear you helped out Baker Bay today. Gave my boys a bit of a lesson, didn't you? They took it pretty hard. Even after all the beatings I gave them over the years, they still aren't used to losing to a girl. Maybe the humiliation will be good for them.
Why are you picking on Bay?
Everyone thinks that Bay and that little seamstress make such a nice couple. But Bay all promised to marry me.
He promised to marry you?
I know what you're thinking. Why would Bay want to marry someone like me? I may not be a delicate little flower like Lon, but I don't want to run this gang forever. Someday I want a husband, a little house, kids too. Bay promised to give me all that. He promised to marry me, and now he's trying to weasel out of it. But a promise is a promise. I won't forget that, even if he tries to.
Let me bring Bay here, maybe we can work something out.
Yeah, okay. If he has the guts to come here and face me, I'll talk to him. But I'm not going to let him weasel out of his promise.
I'll go Bay right away. Honestly, I agree. If you promised her to do something...
I figure we've the secrets out, Bay. If Lon's going to marry you, she should know what kind of man you really are.
She said there was something I need to know, Bay. What's going on? What is she talking about?
Eileen Bay promised to marry her.
What? Bay, how could you?
I didn't. It's a lie. I haven't spoken to her in years. Not since we were kids.
Don't pretend like you don't remember, Bay. It was summer and we were sitting on a raft catching fish. I was upset because Li Shun had called me ugly. I was crying, so you took my hand and said, I think you're pretty, Eileen. And someday when we're grown up, I'll marry you.
What? But that was years ago. We were kids. We were only 6 years old. You can't hold me to that.
Sorry, babe, but she's right, man. A promise is a promise. I mean, I can understand it was years ago, but I don't know. I don't like the guy.
Kids say all kinds of things.
Seems a little weaselly.
Remember when you took my frog and I called you a bully? You swore you'd never speak to me again. That same day, you gave me the frog back. You said forever do anything to make me unhappy. Kids always say things like that. It doesn't mean anything.
It meant something to me, babe. You were the only boy who didn't tease me, the only one I liked. You promised to me, and you're going to keep that promise.
Whoa. Land and Island, you should fight. The winner gets pay. Ouch! Why? Why is this an option? Okay, we're going with the option.
That's a great idea. Come on, Lon. Let's go.
What? That's crazy.
You can't be serious. Eileen.
Let's find out. Okay, this is the one point. I'm just gonna be a mean person. Oh no, I'm too nice of a person. I'm trying to weasel out of something. I've even talked to her in years and
Well,
ago.
yes, I did say that. But that was when we were still friends. Now he pretends like he doesn't even know me. He's changed.
You changed too.
You're right. I know you're right. Bay's right. We were just kids. I guess I can't hold him to his promise. You win, Lon. Bay is yours.
If I had more, I would gladly give it, but my family isn't rich. This dowry is all I have. Please, take it with my thanks.
Keep it out. Just keep it.
All you've done for us, now you are letting Lan keep her dowry as well? Your generosity
Dude,
knows
you're lucky
no
to
bounds.
take it. Shut up.
I'm overwhelmed.
You've done so much for us, and we've given you so little. Wait, I know. We will name our first child after you to honor your memory.
I'm glad everything worked out for you two, and I'm sorry, Bay. I don't know what came over me. When I heard you and Lon were getting married, I'm out.
It's okay. I hope things work out for you.
Come on, Bay. Let's go.
Alright. I'm too nice of a person. I was willing to let them fight to the death, too. I was like, okay, why not? I was willing. Alright. Let's see. Those are the old masters. Where do we want to go next? Now we do need to talk to Minister Sheng. There's a Scholar of Six Heavens. Merchant Cheng. Let's go talk to the minister real quick. Because then we can get on with the main quest. Because I can talk to him about a fire and I can talk to him about the dam. And there's burning building. Oh my god. What the hell happened here? Don't tell me you're gonna burn shit down, aren't you? Ooh, you're a weapons person.
Pretty.
Okay, how much for it?
Put
Minister
that
Sheng.
sword back, lout! Surely there was never a minister as unlucky as Minister Sheng to suffer such insolence.
Koni onu you tashika wheel for your south pony?
Is it? You're just gonna let the thief walk away for free?
Still, poor Minister Sheng suffers the insults of tradesmen who know nothing of just. Where would I put the lout?
My jail is burnt to the ground along with my office.
Along with my office, I might add. I have no place to put thieves, so stop questioning your betters.
Wow, you are a worthless piece of crap, dude. No, I'm gonna talk to this guy right here. Let me be an honest person used to make a good living. The strongest sailors have stolen most of my goods. I have nothing to sell you. What are they taking? What's missing is perishable items. It's grain, baked goods, fruit. There's little chance of getting them back, and they're hardly worth the effort. The only thing I'm really upset about is a clay figurine. Yesterday, Tong, one of the sailors, took it. There was nothing I could do to stop him. The figurine isn't worth much, but it belonged to my mother. I wish there was some way to get it back. Is there something I can do to help? Normally I would look to local officials to help, But as you've already seen, Mr. Sheng can do a little about these sailors. Nobody at Tong can help. We are just simple villagers. Tong knows he can do whatever he wants to me and get away with it. Tong will pay for what he's done. So, where can I find Tong? Tong's friends are using me drunk near the storehouses, past Beggars Piers, in southeastern town. Where they're good with their fists. I'll be going now. Okay. Do you act? Okay, yeah. You don't act. You can't actually do anything for him yet. Like buy anything, I should say. Minister Shang. It's not easy to Minister Shang. He's set with troubles and doom, and now. Oh, he talks normal. Sorry.
Truly, can you not see that I am busy watching my career slide into oblivion? Minister Sheng simply hasn't time for your petty concerns. I have problems of my own.
I need to ask you some questions.
Insolence! My career is on the line, and you want to talk about something else? Look about you! This backwater pimple of a town lives off of the lake created by the Great Dam. But the Great Dam is open and the lake is dry. The town is dying. Under my supervision.
Is there anything that can be done?
I cannot act against that horrible assassin Lim who opened the Great Dam. I'm not supposed to even say his name, but I am desperate for a solution. Lim oversees the assassin operations in this area. A few weeks ago he came to town and demanded a key to the ruins. Then his men went up there and opened the Great Dam.
Why did they do that?
Inquisitor Lim has his assassins searching for something, though what it is I couldn't say. Minister Sheng knows better than to stick his nose in the business of the Lotus Assassins.
Stop talking in third person, dude.
I didn't want the town to panic, so I kept Lim's presence here a secret. Better the peasants think it was ghosts. A much less terrifying idea.
Is there anything I can do?
Some brave soul must travel through the old ruins, which are absolutely not insted with ghosts, and close the Great Dam. The gate to the ruins is locked, but I have a key. I cannot order or even ask someone to go do this. If the Great Dam closes, the ruins will flood. The various assassins and soldiers will be killed. Not good for my career. But if I happen to lose the key and someone happened to find it, the town could be saved and the problem solved without any sanction from me.
Hey, is there a key?
What are you talking about? I haven't given you anything. Although I will need that back when you're done. Oh, and I am certainly not going to tell you that the ruins can be reached by heading across the footbridge and out the west gate of town. It wouldn't be proper.
Would you happen to not know anything about flyers or red?
Mr. Sheng remembers when flyers were reserved for the wealthy elite of the Imperial City. Now pirates use them to raid the countryside. Disgraceful. I suppose in theory you could find a flyer at the pirate camp upriver. In practice, however, I doubt you would find the pirates very accommodating. I suppose Rue the bosun is mad enough to take you if he's drunk. Rue is surely the only one who would make the trip. And then the pirates would kill you.
Where can I find Ruse?
Saw a large fleet of flyers pass.
I don't know where I can find Ruse in the boat's fine.
Announced that he was going to close the Great. At first he stopped at the tea house for a bowl of wine. As far as I know, he's still there.
Okay. Goodbye. Alright. We're gonna end the episode here, guys. In the next episode, we are going to not only save the merchant's items, we are going to do a few other things with this area. I'm gonna look up about Mr. Vo and Jian, the Iron Fist, so I can decide which one I want to go with. Other than that, guys, I'm Necro Lion. This is Jade Empire, and I will see you guys in the next episode.